Today we dive into GTA's biggest players, Mississauga and Toronto. We're going to compare everything from the average price of a home to what you actually get for your money, whether you're looking for a condo or a detached house. Our goal is to tackle the single biggest problem buyers are facing, which is affordability. The headlines are all about high prices in a tough market, but here's the reality, it's a buyer's market. And we have a massive surge in listings right now, giving you more choice and more negotiating power than we've seen in years. But more choice can also mean more confusion. Where does your money actually work the hardest for you? By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, data-driven answer. We'll look at the hard numbers, lifestyle, and what your long-term investment really looks like in both cities. It's time to forget about the noise and focus on the facts that will help you make a smart move. Before we put these two cities head-to-head, let's get a feel for the overall market. The entire GTA in 2025 is cautiously optimistic, and it's definitely a buyer's market. After years of crazy seller markets, the tables have finally turned. Listings are through the roof across the GTA, and we're talking inventory levels we haven't seen in over a decade, which is fantastic news for anyone looking to buy. Both Toronto and Mississauga are what we call a buyer's market. The sales to new listing ratio is way below 40%, which is a line that usually signals a buyer's market. And for you, this means more options, less pressure to make a snap decision, and most importantly, more room to negotiate on price. On average, homes are selling for less than the asking price, which is basically unheard of just a couple of years ago. So let's talk numbers. In Toronto, the average home price in June 2025 was sitting around $1.132 million. That's actually a drop of 3.5% from the year before. There were 2,319 sales in June, which was roughly the same compared to May. Now slide over to Mississauga. The average price for a home there is hovering around $1.02 million. Just like Toronto, it's seen price drops year over year, making it more affordable. But what's really telling in Mississauga is the explosion of new listings. Now, at one point earlier this year, they jumped by an incredible 153% from March to April. Now, this flood of properties means sellers have to be realistic and buyers are in the driver's seat. Now, let's get into where your dollar actually goes further. This is where the real story is. An average price doesn't tell you much because the type of home you're after changes the entire game. Now, for most first-time buyers, the condo is the way in. And this is where the difference between Mississauga and Toronto is crystal clear. In Toronto, the condo market is feeling the pressure. Sales are down and there's tons of inventory, and some economists are even predicting prices will drop even further. As of June 2025, the median price for a condo in Toronto is somewhere between $538,000 and $787,000. Now that might sound good, but a lot of units are smaller in older buildings or come with some big compromises. And for a lot of people, a downtown Toronto condo means trading space for location. Now, let's take a look at Mississauga. The average price for a condo was recently just under $560,000, and you can find newer units selling for around $650,000 on average. While the prices look similar to Toronto's, what you get for that money is often much better. In Mississauga city center, you're looking at modern buildings with amazing amenities and usually more square footage than you'd find downtown for the same price. For first-time buyers, you can get into the market at a similar price but end up with a newer and bigger and more comfortable home. While the condo market has slowed down, Mississauga makes a very strong case for both affordability and value, especially considering you only have to pay provincial land transfer taxes, whereas in Toronto, you pay both provincial and municipal taxes, which ends up being double compared to Mississauga. Now, what if you need more room for a growing family? Let's take a look at the townhouses and semi-detached homes. In Toronto, a townhouse will cost you on average $1.17 million, and a semi-detached home is just about $1.28 million. Now, these homes are in high demand and in short supply, especially in good family-friendly neighborhoods. You'll often find yourself competing for older homes that might need a lot of work. And this is where Mississauga really shines. It's a city built for family living. The average price for a townhouse is just about $946,000, and a semi-detached is around $991,000, which is 20 to 22% less than Toronto. And if prices are this different, what other benefits are there? It comes down to two things: choice and quality. Mississauga simply has a much bigger supply of these kinds of homes. You'll find newer builds, bigger lots, and entire communities designed around families, with parks and great schools. Now in Mississauga, $1 million budget for semi often gives you more modern homes than in Toronto's equivalent. It's a sideways move on price, but a big step up in lifestyle and space. Okay, now for the big one, a detached home. Now this is where the numbers are not that much different from what we'd expect, where the average price of a detached home in the GTA is just about $1.1 million, but the average for a detached in Mississauga is at a whopping $1.44 million, while Toronto's average is closer to $1.64 million, roughly a 30% more in price than Mississauga. But wait, what? How can Mississauga still be more affordable if it's a detached home? Well, other than the location, you have to look past the price tag and ask, what am I actually getting for that money? Now, the truth is, you're not comparing apples to apples. A typical detached home in Mississauga is a big, two-story suburban house on a decent-sized lot, with a two-car garage and a backyard. Now in Toronto, that detached average includes a ton of smaller, older bungalows and narrow homes on tiny lots. The kind of large family home that's standard in Mississauga neighborhood like Sheridan would cost a fortune in Toronto, if you could even find one. So not only is the average price tag lower in Mississauga, the price per square footage for a similar large family home is way less. You're paying less and you're getting so much more house for what you'd buy. And for families who need space, a yard, and that classic suburban life, Mississauga offers a type of home that's almost impossible to find and afford in Toronto. So let me ask you, what's more important? Being in a location that offers more lifestyle choices, but offers less space and quality at a premium price? Or is the lowest possible price and getting more space and value for every dollar you spend better? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, of course, a home is more than just the price. It's about your life. Toronto's lifestyle is fast-paced and urban. It's a city of walkers and transit riders with endless options for food, culture, and nightlife just steps away. It's electric and it's perfect for anyone who wants to be at the center of everything. Mississauga, on the other hand, offers a more balanced, family-focused suburban life. It's quieter, has more green space. We're talking over 500 parks and a real sense of community. Life is less about the downtown core and more about local sports, local spots like Port Credit, Waterfront, or the huge Square One shopping center. Now this is where Mississauga has really closed the gap. It's not some distant, disconnected suburb anymore. With multiple GO trains that takes you to Union, you can be in downtown Toronto in under 30 minutes. And with the new Huron-Ontario LRT on the way, getting around the city itself is going to be a lot easier. Plus, Mississauga is home to major corporate headquarters, so there are great job opportunities right there. It has its own strong economy and top-notch hospitals and amenities, all the while keeping that suburban feel. So, after digging through all the numbers, where's the smarter buy in 2025? While Toronto will always be Toronto for the huge numbers of buyers struggling with affordability, Mississauga is the clear winner. And here's why. In a nutshell, for first-time buyers, Mississauga's condo market gets you in the door for less, with better value, more space, and newer buildings. For growing families, it has the townhouses and semis that are particularly an endangered species in Toronto. And if you're dreaming of a big detached house, it offers a lifestyle and a type of home that is just way more attainable than in Toronto. This buyer's market gives you an incredible choice and power. In Mississauga, that power gets you more for your money. And it's just a smarter buy because it better answers the real world questions of affordability, space, and lifestyle for today's home buyer. So look, having the data is just one thing, but having a strategy that fits you personally is what really counts. And understanding these differences is the first step. But figuring out the right neighborhood, the right property, the right negotiation, that takes expert help. If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed or you just want to see how these numbers could work for you, let's chat. Click the link in the description to book a free, no pressure consultation with me, and we can build a personalized plan to help you reach your real estate goals in 2025. Guys, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That would mean a whole lot. In our next video, I'm going to talk about the differences between Singapore's housing policies and Canada, and we're going to look into what we can learn from them to make things better over here. Thanks for watching, guys. Dream of home ownership is not dead. You just have to know where to look, and you have to have the strategy in place. Until then, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Cheers.